Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Today we are doing our card class on the Simply Elegant stamp set. Thank you so much for those of you that had ordered the kit. If you are interested at the end of the live on getting the kit of the cards that we're going to be making today, just please shoot me a message and I'll talk you through it. All right, so let's get crafting and we will make these beautiful cards. So let me just turn you down. All right, let's make sure we're all lined up here. All right, so in your kit, pull out your supplies to make this beautiful card. All right, so let me just line you up a little bit more. All righty, here we go. So you have a lot of pieces in here. So you are going to take your card base and you are simply going to fold this in half, just like that. Use your bone folder, make a nice crisp edge. Then you also have another sheet in your kit. It's the same color. I believe it's the cinnamon cider. And in your kit, it is embossed. You should actually be getting your kits within the next couple days. So, all right, so we will take this and adhere this to our card. All right, so we will just put this right in the center. All right, then you have a piece of this beautiful designer series paper. Isn't this gorgeous? It's just so shimmery. I absolutely love it. We are going to add this to our card. And we're going to just put this on the outside edge here. Just like that. All right, now we are going to do some stamping. So in your kit, you have a scrap piece of paper, and we are going to grab some Cajun Craze. And we will stamp our flower. All right, if I can get it out of the kit here. Goodness. All right, here we go. Grab a block. All right, so take that and we'll stamp that just randomly on the scratch paper. And clean my stamp. All right, then we'll just put this on the side because we're going to grab our tag, and you're going to want to grab a scrap piece of paper to put underneath it. Let me just grab a scratch piece of paper. All right. Okay. You don't want to get ink all over your desk. So then you will grab, if you have Evening Evergreen, this is one of the new in colors. And we will juice this up as well. And on your label, you just want to get basically the green leaves on here. You'll see what we're going to do. It's pretty cool. Just stamp that just like that. All right. Now you will grab your sentiment, whichever sentiment you would like to use from the stamp set. I'm going to use, here we go, Wishing You a Wonderful Birthday. And I'm going to grab my Cajun Craze, and we'll just stamp that sentiment right on here. There we go. So as you can see, I probably could have moved my flower over a little bit, but that's all right. All right, let me just close these. We won't need these anymore. Then you'll just grab your paper snips, and the flower that you had cut or stamped, we're going to cut these out just real quick. You want to leave a little bit of a border. You don't need a whole lot. Let's just cut this out. So I hope everyone's summer is going really well. As some of you know, I have been diagnosed with Lyme disease. That was not fun. So every day just getting a little better. So that's always good. All right, we'll throw that out. Then we just need this little flower here. And again, you can definitely take more time to intricately cut out this little flower. There we go. All right, so then we will grab some dimensionals and we will add these flowers to our label. Just put that right over your stamped image. And grab another dimensional for the smaller flower. And then we'll add this one on here. Let's see, I think it goes this way. There we go. So see here, you see the green image just behind it. So now we want to adhere this to our card. So again, grab some dimensionals, and you can use as many as you would like. I don't think you need a whole lot, but we'll put one in the middle so we don't have a saggy middle. There we go. I'll put this just towards the bottom. Just like that. Perfect. And then we have the Simply Elegant trim. We're going to pull out some of this and we will make a little bow. I really like this new twine. I like this. It goes perfect with this kit. All right. And we'll grab a mini glue dot to adhere that down. And we'll put that right there. Put a bow right on that. And then we can just trim these little ends a little bit, just to make them a little smaller. And now we need to add some sparkle. So I have Elegant Faceted Gems, and you did get a half a pack of these in your kit. All right, so let's use the darker one so it goes with the cinnamon cider. So I'll put one there. And there we go. So here is the first card in your kit. Isn't that pretty? I just love how this paper shimmers. I love it. All right, so we did that. Now our next card is a little tricky. So pull your supplies out to make this beautiful card. So you have your Very Vanilla cardstock. You have the rich razzleberry paper. another piece of the cardstock, or the vanilla, and then you have the 2 pieces for your label. All right, so we will need our bigger block. All right, so let's fold this in half and get a nice crease on here. Okay, then we are going to open it back up. Then what you want to do is just take some junky adhesive. I have a dollar store adhesive because we don't want this to really stick per se. You want to be able to peel it off. So you just want to put a little dab on the back. Put this where you would like it. You are going to peel this off. And now you want to make sure your card lays flat. Okay? So then we will take our rich razzleberry and pull out the biggest stamp in the set. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Place it on your block and juice this baby up. Now make sure you don't rock because you don't want to get ink on your block. Now, if you have one of those Stamparatus things, I do not. You could use that. All right. So now we want to put this on our card. So now we're going to go over both layers. So let's hope this works. And you want to press. This is a project where you'll want to press. There we go. So you see how there's that edge that looks like it's missing? You'll see. You won't even see it. So now we'll turn our card and do the other side. All right, and we'll go just like this. And the same thing. Press, 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 press. There we go. Oh, it turned out. So excited. And just clean your stamp and put that one away. All right. So again, the reason I suggested using a junky adhesive is because you want to be able to pull it off. Let me just wash my hands a little bit. I have a little bit of that ink on here and I don't want that on my project. So let me just wipe my hands a little. All right. Well, that didn't really come off, but all right. So now you want to take off your paper very gently. And then you want to grab your good adhesive. So put this on here, just like that. Attach it to your rich razzleberry. There we go. And we'll grab some dimensionals. I love this card. I just think it is so beautiful. It's so elegant. I love elegant cards. When I first saw this set, I wasn't really sure if I would like it or not, but as I played with it a little more, I liked it more and more each time. Okay, so then you just take your paper and adhere it down. Just like that. Isn't that cool? So it looks like the pattern still continues. The rich razzleberry fills in that blank spot that we had. Okay, so now what we want to do is stamp our sentiment. And we will grab our rich razzleberry again. And let's see, True Love Stories Last Forever. Let's pull that one out. this on our block. I might grab a bigger block. There we go. Juice that up. And let's lay this down. Perfect. I love this color. I think this color is very pretty. All right. It does stain the hands. All right. So then we will take our label and put some glue down on it. Oop. Oh, at the end of that one. All right. Grab this one. And we'll just line that up right on here, just like that. We'll grab some dimensionals. And now in your kit, you do have enough of this really pretty ribbon to wrap around this section here, this middle section. I'm going to just do a bow. So put this right there. And then we have the really pretty ribbon. Isn't this pretty? It has like a scalloped edge. I don't know if you can see that. It's really pretty. So let's just make a bow. And again, your kit does give you enough to wrap around. All right. Such pretty ribbon. I love ribbon. All right. And then you obviously could spend more time on the ribbon. And I'll grab some of these mini glue dots. And I'm going to grab a few because it is a bigger bow. And I just want to make sure it sticks really well. And it doesn't want to come off my finger. There we go. And we'll just put that just like so. And again, you could spend more time on your bow to make it a little prettier. Looks like I need another glue dot here. Perfect. And we need some of our elegant faceted gems. And I think this time I will use the little opal-y colored ones, the whitish ones. There's that. And you always want to try to have an odd number. Odd numbers are a little more appealing to the eye. So here we have our card. So on this one I just did the ribbon, just the bow. And on this one I wrapped it around. So either way works. All right, so here's the second card in your kit. All right, so on to the next one. Now this one is fun. This one here has a belly band. All right, so you will take out the supplies. It is the white cardstock. You have your sheet of the Designer Series paper. You have your Night of Navy pieces and your basic white. So, your paper in the tutorial that I will be emailing out to you today, it says to score. I think it's at like 2 1/8 if I'm not mistaken. You're going to score that on each side. Then you just fold that, press down your sides, just like that. Now, on the inside, you are going to grab your Night of Navy and your basic white, and you're going to sandwich these together and apply it in the middle. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I am going too fast, you will always be able to watch the replay. And there we have our center. Now what you're going to do is grab that scrap piece of paper back. Going to flip your card. Okay? Just like that. Then we are going to grab that really big stamp again. Okay? We are going to use our Knight of Navy. And we will juice this up. And we're just going to randomly place this stamp on here. But you only want it on this little edge here. See how you want it with the scrap paper so you don't get it all over your desk, your workspace. I'll just turn my stamp. And you really want to try to keep it just on this front portion here. And we'll turn it. Let's see, we'll go just like this. You want to have some plain white space. Sometimes less is more. So just keep this on your block because we are going to need this again. All right, so then we will just put this on the side because like I said, we're going to need this. So grab your long white piece and you're going to do the same thing. You're also going to punch this out in our punch, and I'll show you a really clever way to do that. Now with this, you want to make sure you leave a section for your sentiment, okay? So I'm just going to do a little bit here. And a little bit there. I just love the detail on this. Turn my stamp. And we'll go like that. All right, so if this works, this will be amazing. This is a little tricky. All right, so you will take your piece that you just stamped. You will grab your punch, and we want each side to just have this edge. So we want it to just have this. So I turn my stamp over, or my punch over. Carefully try and line it up in here. It does get a little tricky sometimes. Sometimes you really got to play with it. And now that I'm doing this live, it's not going to want to cooperate. All right, so you slide it in there. Come on, get in there. All right, so we have that there. And punch. There, now we have that. Get that piece out. And we're going to do the same on the other side, hopefully. Let's try and line that up in there. You can see the space. You just got to kind of finagle it a little bit. All right, so probably about here-ish. All right. So, and now that this is done, I think I want to add a little more of the stamp on here. So, I'll juice this up a little, just on one little side. I'll go over this. There we go. So you could actually punch this out first and then do your stamping. All right, so now we want to put our sentiment on. And all things, let's see here, it says, all the things you do are simply amazing. So let's grab that one. And I'll grab a little smaller block. And we'll stamp that right in the center, just like that. Clean that off. All right. So now we do not need this anymore. Now let's put the rest of the card together. So in your kit, you also have this die cut. So we are going to attach this to the back of that, just like that. And I will use dimensionals. Whoop. I'm just going to use 2. Put that right in the center. There we go. Now we have this belly band. This is what we're going to use for the belly band. So take your card, fold it back together, take your paper, and what you'll want to do is just fold the edges over. You don't want it super tight because otherwise you will not get it off. So you want to be able to slide it off. So you want to make sure that you leave some space. Okay, so then put a little bit of glue on here to close it up. You do not want to attach this to your card, otherwise it's not going to slide. There we go. Put that right on. And I probably could have done it a little tighter, but once you start stuffing it with some cash for somebody, or a nice little picture or something. All right. So now we will put some adhesive, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus because if you can tell on this paper, this is a shinier, softer, smoother surface. So you want some glue that's going to hold. And just press that down. And when you use the Stampin' Seal Plus, you do have to press harder, otherwise it will tear your paper. So just like that. And then we will grab some of our twine, the really pretty gold, and we're going to tie a bow. We're going to wrap it around this little edge here. So this is a little tricky because it's curly. So I'll grab this and we'll just wrap it around just like that. And then to make my life a little easier, snip that, tie a knot, and I'm going to actually tie 2 knots just so I'm sure that it stays. And you could leave long strands if you wanted, but I like the elegance of a bow. So we'll just tie this. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad to be back in my studio. I've so missed all of you. I've missed crafting. Goodness. That Lyme disease really takes a lot out of you. It makes you so tired. All right. So here we have this. And, you know, again, when you're doing it on your own, you can take more time to make a way more beautiful bow. All right, and now we need to add some more of our elegant gems. So this time I think we'll use just the clear. And looks like my belly band is just a little crooked. There we go. And again, you can use your take your pick tool. I love this thing. This is amazing. Put one down here. Let's see, we could add some more. So there's 4 and 5. So, oops, get that little guy out of there. And you could also use like the champagne rhinestones. You could use that on here. But here we go. Here is our card. Isn't that cute? Adorable. And see, if you leave the extra room, it slides over the gems and the embellishments that you put on. So here's card number 3. All right, we have one more card to go. And then don't forget to join me tonight. I have my regular Facebook Live. And I am going to be doing some more card giveaways of the cards that we're going to make. So please join. It'll be a lot of fun. So this one here, isn't this cute? All right. So you have your Very Vanilla. You have another piece of Very Vanilla, which has been embossed. And this is with the painted texture. So I did that for you. You have a scratch piece. You're going to need that. You have the basic gray. And then you have some more of the designer series paper. Isn't that beautiful? But we're going to use this side. And then you have a scrap piece of basic gray. So we will start like we always do. We'll take our card and we will fold it in half. Oh, and also tomorrow I'm going to be doing a mystery stamping, so I will post all the dimensions on my Facebook page. So be sure to look for that. So take your textured piece and we will adhere that. And I'm using a little stronger glue just because of the lumps and bumps of the paper. There we go. And we'll put that right on the edge. And you'll want to line it up so you have like a little edge here on the side and at the top and the bottom. All right, so then we will build the center of our card. So you have your basic gray and your designer series paper, and we will glue this down. And we also have our summer retreat on Saturday. So for those of you that signed up for that, make sure that you are in the private Facebook group for that. You're going to have a lot of fun. All right, so grab your scalloped ribbon, and we're going to wrap this around. And we will tie a bow. All right. And it doesn't matter where your bow is because you can always slide it around wherever you need it. There we go. That's not too bad for a first try on a bow. Straighten that out a bit and snip. Right, we'll move our bow because I want it on the left-hand side and towards the bottom. There we go. So then you will take some dimensionals and attach this to the card. All right, I'll put that right in the middle. All right, so now grab your punch. I always punch upside down so I can make sure that my paper is in here correctly. And we're going to use the hole punch this time. Just like that. All right, then we are going to stamp our sentiment and a little flower. So we have our scrap piece of the Very Vanilla. And I would like to use the thank you, because I don't think we send out enough thank you cards. All right. Oh, that's for you. I don't want that one. No, thank you. Is this it? Yep. There we go. And just put it right there because we're going to trim it up. And now I need that little flower. So I want just this flower, and there is not a small flower in this set. So I will grab my block, grab my scratch paper, flip it over, and I just want to juice up that little flower because that's really all I want. All right, get rid of this scrap, and we'll cut this out. Just trim around here just real quick. All right, almost done. There we go. And I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. I'm just going to trim this out. Sometimes it takes a couple swipes. I just want to make sure it's nice and straight. Now, let's see, hopefully I made this small enough. Oh, I sure did. Perfect. Okay, going to grab a dimensional or two. Let's put that right in the center. Put that right in the middle, just like that. Then grab another dimensional and let's see, I'm probably going to grab a mini dimensional on this one because I really don't want it to show what's left of my mini dimensionals. Probably due to grab another sheet. There we go. Perfect. And I want that right up there. And we'll grab regular big dimensionals for the back of our label. Grab our card and just put that right on there. Now we need some bling, so we need our Elegant Gems. And let's see, we will grab, we'll grab this one here. There we go. And we'll put some other ones on here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. That one right there. All right, so here is our last card. So I hope you like that. So again, if you are interested in getting the kit, my kits run $20, or I'm sorry, $25, or they are free with a $30 purchase from my store. When you place your order, I do get notification from Stampin' Up! That an order's been placed, and then I would know to mail out your kit. So are these just not the most beautiful, elegant cards? Let me just move it down a little. These are so beautiful. Next week, I will be doing another card class, and that is Oh, I have that put away. They're beautiful cards. They're very earthy. They're a lot of trees. I believe it's Beauty of Friendship is what it's called. So this is the card class that we have for today, and I will see you all tonight for our Facebook Live. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.